All right, cool.
Yeah, we just got to just short and sharp. I think people is going to love this short sharp because they've heard it, they know the story. It's going round and round and round and round and round. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So hi guys, we're back. If you haven't seen our faces before, we are members of the Sister Space. We have a previous video talking about the issues that we are facing right now, but this video is simply in response to the eviction notice that we were served, and just a quick update for the community and those that are supporting us. So if you don't know, my name is Janemy. I'm an IDVA at the Sister Space.
My name is Ngozi. I'm an IDVA at the Sister Space and I'm also the founder.
And
I'm the CEO.
There you go.
My name is Rose. I'm an IDVA and the acting CEO.
So excuse us, I've got my little notes here, beautifully made by Natalie Van. Just going to be going through the points just to keep you guys updated nice and quickly. So the first point we'll be talking about is when we were back at our original location, which was in Clapton, and we was asking for a safe space.
There was so many problems with this space. It wasn't safe. There was a quarter of a metre between us and the pavement, and perpetrators and the general public could come up to the window, identify victims, us. We're on a roundabout. You didn't even have to get out of the car to see us. So we went to the council and we said the place is not safe and it's not adequate. And we asked them to move us.
And Hackney Council said?
No.
Right, so then after that, it escalated in that original location. It got really unsafe for anyone, not just a DV charity. Fire safety test, it wouldn't pass. An electrical safety test, any kind of test, it would not pass. It was just your average shop front, your average off-licence shop, not a charity in any way, shape or form. And so we tried to escalate the situation, ask to move again.
Yes, because you had to use your phones and all that to use the toilets at night time and all that. Yeah, so the electricity would blow all of our different electrical equipment. So we went to Hackney Council and we said it's dangerous, we can't use the place.
We were next to a college, we've had like junkies at the window, and if somebody knocked on the door, when you open it, you're in the space. There is no gap between the space and the street, you're just in the space.
Yes,
so we asked Hackney Council again, and they said?
No.
So during COVID-19 quarantine, do you want to talk about?
Yeah, we received an email in the height of the COVID saying that we had to move within a few weeks. Of course we responded, the country's on lockdown, we're at high risk as African heritage, people, and we can't move. Can you extend our moving date till the 31st of August or till you find us somewhere safer?
So
Hackney Council said
no.
But then they asked us to move during COVID and we said
no.
We're not moving.
No, because as I said, we're high risk, we're putting ourselves at danger. Central government is saying don't move. Why are you trying to move us so quickly into an unsafe space?
So then
we set up a petition. Yeah, and we've got 17,000 signatures for people asking Hackney Council to leave us alone until the 31st of March, or we find somewhere else suitable, which you, Hackney Council, agreed to do. It was never that we were going to do it, it was always Hackney Council.
So we asked them if we could stay, basically, if we could either stay here or find a suitable alternative, and they said
no.
So Hackney Council got loads of no's coming our way, right?
Yeah.
So after that, what's next? Right, so Hackney Council saw fit to basically take to their website and social media to attempt to defame.
Because what I had done is I had emailed making the points that we've got nowhere else to go. The place that you want us to go back to is unsafe. It's not suitable, we can't do it.
We're at high risk.
Yeah, very, very high risk. And we asked them, can you, until you find somewhere else, as I said, can you defer the moving date because COVID is a problem?
They said
Hackney Council said no, they said go back.
So I think this is the point where you basically copied in the mayor and asked for his support instead of showing any kind of support, or even lack of support.
He didn't even respond back to me, he went straight to Twitter. And then he, because this is someone who we knew quite well and had invited to our space several times and had always come with that friendly face, we didn't see that coming. So the fact that he put all of our business and lives as well.
World, this is why I referred to Trump in the last video, because in what world does any kind of political leader see any kind of situation and your response is to go to Twitter, social media,
Using the official
handle,
yeah,
not your
as
personal account.
mayor. I mean, how was that allowed to happen? Where were the councillors? Where were the MPs?
It's petty, it's
Where-
unprofessional, it's rude.
You've seen us, and this is the Black Lives Matter, we're in the heart of that. You've seen this mayor and Hackney Council put us out there to dry like that for no reason but asking for a safe space, and nobody has anything to say. Okay, so they're still insisting that the Clapton place is safe. We asked them for a risk assessment.
And Hackney Council said?
No.
And with that, with the whole defaming situation on social media, I think Hackney Council also took to literally defaming the sister space on their official Hackney Council website, which is unheard of.
And Instagram, don't forget.
And it's unheard of. So we actually asked them to take down their defaming, their false narratives, their lies, and they said
no.
How many no's have we got so far? If we had £1 for each no,
we would have enough to buy. Anyway, right? So, and this speaks to the long letter that the mayor continues to put out to everybody with a postcode, to say we've tried to work with them in the 6 months, we've offered this, we've done that to the building. All of this stuff, I don't know. Nobody from the council has come to work anything out with us.
You know, it's actually the opposite, because with all of these Hackney Council said no are examples of where we've tried different routes and different avenues.
Yes, right.
So we've tried nicely through email, we've tried to get the support of what we thought was our local mayor and friend of the organisation. We've tried to get petitions, we've done that, still not worked. We've tried, and then this one, we actually got the community, the amazing community, were able to raise enough funds to actually rent the building. So we said, hey, Hackney Council, we have the money now, can we rent the building? And what did they say?
No, go back to the other place.
So what is the common denominator? 1 minute it's money, we can't afford it, next minute it's unsafe, next minute there's one tenant, there's a bag of tenants, then it's the only consistent thing in this is them telling us no.
Go back to an unsafe space. But here's the thing now, one of our supporters did a freedom of information request, and what did they come back with? No risk assessment has been done by Hackney Council for Clapton. So the place that they're trying to tell us to go back to, which anybody can see is unsafe, they've not even done
tested,
right? So what does that say? Not only about Black Lives Matter, what does it say about DV?
What does it say about women?
What does it say about women? What does it say about,
But as well, the amount of times we asked Hackney Council to do the risk assessment, it's out there in the media, it's out there in the public. The amount of times we said, and they have just said
no. But there's one time I remember them agreeing to send one councillor, Caroline Solomon, she came with 2 other colleagues to have a meeting with us. When we had the meeting, all they said is, what do we need? What needs to happen for you to go back to Clapton? We said, we're not going back there, it's not safe. They're talking about the decor, they're talking about how they built an exit, the exit leads onto danger, right? The whole ethos of this thing is that you listen to professionals when you're talking about domestic abuse. We're saying clearly to Hackney Council, the place isn't safe. They have not heard
They don't value your opinion. This is it. You can't talk about valuing the service when we're quiet enough and doing the work they should be doing. But then when it comes to the advice and opinion of professionals, they don't value your opinion. Therefore, they don't value your charity. Therefore, they don't value the people you serve. So it's just this whole correlation. It seems like there's this personal determination, this goal, this common goal within Hackney Council to get us in Clapton. Is it a setup? That's what I think. Is it? What is
there's so many empty buildings, right? It's not even, because don't forget, in the last video we said this place is nice, but it's not all that. We want to go somewhere safe, right? Accessible. What we're asking for is not much. We didn't ask you for money. We didn't ask you for any of that. We just asked for a safe space. Your response was to blast us all over social media. That is your professional response to us, and not only that.
They're not giving us any money.
I've said, as I
said,
said,
never given us any money.
Yeah, they want to. You say
these kind of things would not be allowed to happen to other communities.
They wouldn't.
They would not be. I'm not even going to mention. I think you guys will know who I'm talking about. The community where if you say anything even remotely near the name of the community, you're done.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So why is it in 2020 as a black women serving charity? Are we allowed to be publicly defamed like that?
No.
Put out to dry like that?
Nobody's talking. Let me say, when we asked for that 2-year lease, you didn't respond and say, we've considered your opinion, no, yes, get lost.
Yeah.
You responded with an eviction notice.
And how did you know about the eviction notice? How did you find out?
The media told us about the eviction notice. We didn't hear it from the council. But not only that, when we got the eviction notice in our hands, something like a week later, attached to it was a set of rules. In that set of rules, because I can't remember everything, one of it is that they've restricted our use of the building. We're a 24-hour service. We can only be in here between 8 and 10. Does DV have time? Period. I'm asking for a friend. Yeah. And then there's no one else in the building but us at the moment. The moment the last person moved out, they doubled the security on us. Doubled the security on us. Isn't that male violence?
They've attempted to stop our parking. In the history of the other tenants been here, the lift has never stopped working. The lift has stopped working over 4 times. I was actually here
in the
working.
last 5 weeks, and in the
one time I came here, the lift was working. By the time I left, I had to take the
They disabled the lift.
They disabled the lift when we're here. They said we're only allowed no more than 6 people now.
Yeah.
But yet still,
some of our clients have got 6 children. So what? The children could come in, and the mother and the DV people. Look,
It's a mess.
So what's happened is the Women's Equality Party, the Green Party, the Lib Dems, Sisters Uncut, Renters Union, Black Lives Matter, quite a few organisations, as well as your good selves, have come together and said, you can't do this. This is, in anybody's eyes, this is a clear attempt at defaming, and I don't even know what word to use. You can't do that, yes? So we are asking those of you who haven't already done so, please contact.
And if you have.
If you've done it, do it again, it's true.
Stay on their necks.
Yeah? Contact your MPs and your councillors, because I ask them one question from me, please. Why does it have to take a petition to get you lot to do what you're supposed to do?
On a regular
How can you see this happening and not say anything? There's no business on this earth where I can see injustice being done and sit down there quietly and watch it.
And you know what's funny? The whole, not just black women, the whole community is back in the sister space. Every genre, every gender, every culture, every race, everything. So the community is asking Hackney Council to protect black women. And what are they saying?
No!
That's it. I'm done.
We're done.
So guys, right now they're feeling the pressure, they're feeling the emails, they're feeling the letters, they're feeling
Keep
the tags.
it up, please.
Keep that pressure on. Keep that pressure on because they're feeling it.
Because we're not trying to make a problem for them, you know. We're trying to save lives here. Yeah? We don't want to sit down and know more homicide reviews.
What does it say? Well-behaved women seldom make history.
Where'd you get that one?
I don't know, but it's true.
It's time.
Yeah.
About time we
But you
start
know what?
misbehaving.
But we are well behaved because as stated, we are very well behaved because we are trying to save lives. We are we're trying to prevent any disaster or anything happening.
This is the middle of, we're still in the height of COVID, and we're having to use funds allocated for the lease to survive because we can't come back here, because if security is not harassing us, every time we pull up, somebody tells somebody else and then the security will come, and we're just, so the victims are now afraid to come to the building, the volunteers are a bit edgy, visitors won't come, so now we have to keep renting additional spaces to meet. This is abuse.
And also our survivors and victims have said, if they are treating you all, the staff, like this, what is there for us?
So, my final word is, how are we expected to ask service users, DV victims, to trust a government, a local government, that would be so vicious and so malicious as to just...
The idea of a safe space for women, black women, is like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is your local police, your local housing, your local, all of this ties under the same title of Hackney Council. Hackney Council, you've embarrassed yourself. Mayor needs to step down. You guys are all cancelled. The sister space is still going to be here.
We're going here. We're not going
tricks.
anywhere.
Okay.
We're going to be here, right? But to everyone else who's supporting us, thank you.
Thank you.
And continue to support us.
Thank you. Yes.
That is actually going to die.
Oh, that one was a bit better, but we watch it.